Have you ever thought, oh gosh, I don't know if my cleansers are really getting my face really deep cleaned? Or, I'm using these serums and boosters and moisturizers and I hope they're doing all that they're supposed to do. Have you ever felt like that or had that question? Well, my name is Beth Eilers and I am here with Beauty with Beth, where I share all things beauty to assist you in finding and enhancing your true beauty that shines. And tonight we're going to talk about something that you can use, a tool that you can use to have a power cleanse and product boost. So it is August when I'm recording this, just the beginning of August. Have you noticed that summer, is kind of on the downside? I noticed the days are shorter and all of the back to school activities, some schools have even started school, I know. So it is definitely feeling like summer is over. Now, technically summer's not over till September, right? And so we could still have some warm weather and everything, but seems like everybody is in that kind of more routine mode, and the fun and the carefreeness and the, vacations and everything of summer might be feeling like they're, on the way out. But maybe you're watching this in the middle of the winter and you're like, I would want that summer back, right? So it is a great time to think about back to school, back to basics, things that can assist us with our skincare and the products that we use. Because don't you agree that I want to get the most value out of my products? I would think that you would want to get the most value out of your products. And one way that we can do that is with a tool. And I am so excited about this. I've been using it for a couple of weeks now, and I can tell the most difference in my serums, boosters, moisturizers, in the way that they are absorbing and the way my face feels afterwards. So let me share with you what it is. So this is our new Mary Kay Special Edition Skinvigorate Duo Device. It is a cleanser and a massager, thermal massager. So it's so exciting. It is 2-in-1. And it's not that big. See, like it fits, that's in my hand. It is not that big at all. So let me tell you about this. It has the dual head, like I said, 2 different heads for 2 different purposes, and it uses vibration technology. And that is going to help cleansing and thermal massage. Now, I don't know about you, but I love massages in general. And so when I said thermal massage, I'm like, I'm all about anything that's a massage, right? But there's some science behind that thermal massage, and I'm going to tell you that in a minute. So cleansing. So this is the cleansing side, and they are soft silicone bristles. So they are soft, they're silicone bristles, and there's a bunch of them. So they kind of act like tiny little fingers that get in there and massage your cleanser and help get that dirt and oil and impurities out, more than just using your hand or even a washcloth to get over the surface of your skin. They're going to kind of help get in there a little bit and get all of that dirt, makeup, impurities out of there. And these are shown to effectively, the silicone bristles are shown to effectively dislodge, acting like those fingers, all of that dirt, oil, makeup, and all of those things. And they're also shown to improve circulation. And we know when our circulation is working better, our skin looks healthier. So it not only is going to help cleanse and make sure your skin is like totally clean, but it's also going to help it just look healthier because it improves the circulation. So that's the cleansing side. And then we have the thermal massage side, my favorite, and get that out of the light there. So this is going to help take your skincare routine to the next level with that thermal massage, because thermal massage, the heat of that is known to temporarily dilate your pores, which helps your products better absorb into the pores where they're intended to go to do what they are intended to do, right? And so it provides better product absorption, and it's good. You can use it with serums, with boosters, with oil, with moisturizers. So you can use it with any of those products. You can use it after each one of those. If you use multiple of those products, you can use it at the very end. It's really up to you. It's fully customizable, and you can use it with all of those things however you want to and is best for you. It does have 5 intensity levels. This is the on button, and I don't know if you can hear it. There, you can hear the massage, but you can hear that it gets more each time. So there's 5 levels. And so that allows you to control both the cleansing and the massage. So if you want more on the cleansing, if you want more vibration, then you can do that. But then if you want less vibration on the thermal, then you can turn it back down. So you get to customize it for both sides with those different settings. So It's fully customizable to what is best for you and your skin. And then you can switch sides from that cleansing to the thermal just by turning your wrist, right? There's no replaceable devices, brush heads. Like that's the kind of cleansing devices that I've had before, that the brush heads are replaceable, but this is all together, so you don't have to worry about that. And it's really quick twist of your wrist and you can switch from one to the other. So how do you use this? For cleansing, you want to get your face wet and put your cleanser directly on your face. I know some of the cleansing devices I've used before, I put my cleanser on the brush head, but with this, and I don't know if you can see that, or if you look there, they're not very tall bristles. They're really small bristles, but because of the way that they're made, of being silicone and the way that they're tightly in there, they work really well. And so better than nylon, which is actually more hygienic, which I'm getting ahead of myself. So you want to wet your face with water, put your cleanser directly on your face, and then I just take this and turn it this way under the sink and run just a tad of water on there so it's wet, and then you start all over your face and massaging it all over. You want to turn the device on for a second. When you initially turn it on, it will turn on and then it will go off in like 3 seconds. I don't know. It's pretty quickly. And when I first I'm like, what's going on? But then it comes right back on after like another second or two. So you push it on and then you hold it down for it to go. And then you can keep pushing it to have more vibration intensity. And then you gently cleanse using swiping motions all over. Remember, you always want to get your neck when you're cleansing, right? You do want to avoid your eye area, and it says to avoid your hairline, but I go right on my hairline. I'm not sure what that's about, but that's what technically the directions are. And then you do have to hold the power button down for about 2 to 3 seconds to turn it off. So you do need to hold it down a little bit longer to turn it off. And then you just rinse your face thoroughly, and then you rinse the brush head, and you either allow it to air dry. Now, if you allow it to air dry, don't set it up, turn it on its side, because the charging port is down here, which I'll talk about in a minute. And then you can also, if you don't want to air dry it, you can dry it gently with a soft towel, which is usually what I do. Suitable for using day and night. I do it morning and evening. I use the cleanser side and I love it. So I would like to know your experience with a facial cleansing device, like a facial cleansing brush or something like this. And then the massage, my very favorite. And again, I'm going to turn that so it's not shining that light in your eyes. So you want to apply your facial oil, your serum, your booster, your moisturizer, whatever you're using. And again, if you use multiple of those, you can use this after every application or after every other one, or at the end after them all. That is up to you. Again, fully customizable. So you apply those things, and then you turn the device on, like I said before, and select your vibration intensity. And then there's I don't know how well you can see in the camera. There's like heat waves up here. You push that button to turn the thermal on. Now, I personally, after I cleanse, I use a toner, and usually when my toner's on, then I brush my teeth. And so I will go ahead and after I put my toner on, before I brush my teeth, I'll go ahead and turn it on and click that thermal so that it gets warm, because it does take a few, I don't know, a minute. I don't even know if it takes a minute, but it does take a bit for it to warm up, as you would expect. So if you wait until you're ready, like you've got your products on, then it's going to take a little bit more for that heated part to come on. So you turn it to that thermal massage, and then what I do is I kind of initially tap it, and then I start using it in gentle sweeping massaging motions. Again, avoid your eye area. They say to avoid your hairline. And then you turn it off again, and you hold it down for 2 to 3 seconds to turn it off. And then of course you rinse that side off as well and allow it to dry, or dry it with a soft towel. And this is also gentle enough for daily use. I use it morning and evening as well. A couple of cautions about this. It is not waterproof, so don't submerge it in water. Thoroughly dry the device before it comes with this nice little stand. But you do want to thoroughly dry it before you put it in the stand, because that charging port is down there. And if it's not dry, that water will go down in there, and then it's sitting. And of course, we know anything, electronic, we don't want in water. So you do want to make sure that you dry it thoroughly before placing it in the stand. So of course, since it's not waterproof, you can't use it in the shower. And then you don't want to use the thermal side if with any acne, retinol, or sunscreen products. So if you're using acne, retinol, or sunscreen products, don't use the thermal side, that massage side, with any of those products. You can still use the cleanser, and you could use the thermal massage like after your moisturizer, but not with acne, retinol, or sunscreen products. Now, the best part, this is only $95. That is a steal of a deal. The previous cleansing device that we had, which we haven't had one for about 2 years, but the previous one that we had was a little bit bigger than this. It had a replaceable brush head. It did have a replaceable massage head. It wasn't thermal. It only had, I think it might have had 2 speeds. It was rechargeable, USB, the same as this. And it was $75. And if you added the massage head, it was $100. So this one is a little bit smaller. There's no replaceable brush heads. You get a thermal massage, and it's only $95. So I think that is a great deal. And I am excited about this, for it to take your cleansing and your serum, your products, to the next level, to make sure you're getting the cleanest face and the most out of the products that you love. And as I mentioned, it does have that USB charging down there, and it comes with a cord so that you can do that. A couple of other things. As I said, these silicone bristles allow a more hygienic experience than a brush head with like nylon. They can get cleaner, so that's a great thing as well. I think I told you everything else. So there is, the only other thing, there is a white light that indicates it's charging, and then it turns green when it's fully charged, and it's about a 3-hour, it might be even a little bit less charging time, but that's an approximate, so not very long. So I would love to know, hope you've been commenting throughout this, hope that you're telling me what you've used as a facial device, maybe if you like that thermal massage, if that is something that really intrigues you, or you think would be really pampering and feel really great. And if you are interested in something that's going to help your cleanser work better, and then all of your serums, your boosters, your facial oil, your moisturizer, any of those products help it absorb better and get more out of it, that it works better, that it does all that it's intended to do. I would love to hear your comments. Go ahead and do that. And if you would, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any Beauty with Beths, and then that helps me grow the channel as well. You have a great day, and I will catch you later.